In 2025, the best thing about car shopping? You're spoiled for choice. And safe to say that plug-in hybrids have been paving the way to the EV revolution by giving you what we love on ICEs and hybrids. Now here's one brand that doesn't need much of an intro. They've been making serious moves in the EV and hybrid scene, and they're back at it to give you and your wallet even more to think about. With another car that's bound to make waves. It's a 5-seater, subcompact, plug-in hybrid. This is the BYD Sealion 5 DMI. Hi guys, my name is Don, and I'm NotAProDrayber. Let me show you why this car might be the smart and practical choice you've been waiting for. So let's start with the key fob. Here's the front and here's the back. At the front, we have the lock, unlock, open trunk button, and the remote start button. So the car is locked at the moment. If I press and hold the unlock button, it doesn't fold the side mirrors, but opens all the windows. For the trunk button, you press twice and it will just unlock the tailgate. For the remote start button, press and hold and it will start. You can see the lights, it turns on. It's just so quiet that you can't hear it. Speaking of getting inside the car, you can use the NFC card to tap the side mirror to get inside the car. And you can also use the BYD app on your phone. The BYD Sealion 5 DMI comes in 4 colors: blue, black, gray, and here we have white. It is 1,860 millimeters wide, 1,710 millimeters high with a ground clearance of 156 millimeters. It is 4,738 millimeters long with a wheelbase of 2,712 millimeters. And it has a curb weight of 1,675 kilograms. So front and center, you have your BYD badge right here. And it's sitting on top of this aluminum matte finish. And then below that, we have the grille. The grille has these aluminum accents, and at the center of that is like a molding for the camera. But it doesn't have a camera. It makes me think though that it is an optional upgrade. On the sides, we still have that aluminum matte finish at the top of the headlight assembly. Now your headlights have these DRLs, 3 stripes that point downwards. And then below that is your repeaters right here. And then we have design, which is in piano black finish. And I thought these were actual bits. They're just for aesthetic. We have your plate holder, and then below that we have aluminum matte finish again, and at the middle we have matte black finish with black plastic cladding at the bottom. And then at the top we have a hood here, which is, I thought it was simple, but it looks sharp and gives that aggressive look to the car overall. And then we have wipers here that I need to flip a switch in order for it to get to maintenance mode. And then at the top, you have like a design or dotted things for the notch, but you don't have a notch. All you have is a stem for the rear view mirror. You've probably seen a lot of BYD cars lately, and you can see some characteristics of it here, like the BYD Tang, the BYD Seal, and of course the Sealion 6. It works. So from the front, the aggressive lines continue to the side. We have these lines here, just like the Sealion 6. And then we have one here at the bottom as well. The black plastic cladding from the bumper continues to this wheel art at the bottom here and all the way to the end right here. And then at the middle of that, we have matte aluminum finish. For the rims, it's a two-tone design with BYD badge at the center. It's a 255/60 R18, and the brand of the tires is GT Comfort F50. So disc brakes at the front and disc brakes at the back. For the suspension, we have a McPherson for the front and a multi-link system for the rear. For the side mirrors, you have body color at the top and piano black finish at the bottom. And then at the center of the body color, we have your repeaters right here. You don't have a camera, but you have a light. On the side mirror itself, it doesn't look like that you have blind spot detection. It still folds manually. See? For the handles, body color. Even the buttons, body color. Very nice. At the top of the windows, we have piano black finish, also on the B pillars and C pillars. Now, for the sills at the bottom, we have aluminum. This is nice, aluminum matte finish. It's not chrome, it's aluminum, and it goes all the way here at the end. It's like BYD Atto 3. That's what I like about it, but it's scaly on the Atto 3. Here, it's more geometric. At the top, we have aluminum matte finish for your roof rail. And on this side is where you'll find your fuel cap. Even if I push it, I can't open it, even if the car is unlocked. What you have to do is turn the car off, push the button on the door, and then it will unlock. So that's a safety feature. You have to turn off the car first before you get access to the fuel cap. You have a capacity of 52 liters. And it says here, 92 RON or above unleaded fuel only. So on this side, you'll find your charging port. And once you open that, you'll find your Type 2 AC charging port. So what you're charging is a BYD Blade battery with a capacity of 12.96 kilowatt hour. And it charges from 15% to 100% in 4.5 hours. This adds 71 kilometers of pure EV range, and the total extended range is 1,001 kilometers. And this also supports vehicle to load function. Front and center, you have BYD badge right here, DMI on this side. On this side, we have BYD Sealion 5. On top of the BYD badge, you have your light bar. It's connecting the two taillights. It looks like it came from the Sealion 6, no? It looks good. We have your plate holder. On top of the plate holder, we have two lights for the plate, a rear camera, a handle with a button that opens the trunk, and then on each side, you have a reflector, two parking sensors. Below that is matte aluminum finish housed in this black plastic cladding. And also below that, we have your rear fog lamps. On the rear window, we have your wipers, rear defoggers, and on the spoiler, it has holes in them. That's cool. And then at the center of that, we have your third brake light. And at the very top, your shark fin antenna. If you enjoy these types of car reviews, show your support and hit that subscribe button. To open the hood, there's a lever here. You pull twice. And to open the hood, it's effortless. For a guy that doesn't open the hood that often, I really love that. So we have your serviceable things here like your washer fluid, your coolant, brake fluid, and another coolant. So what you're looking at is a permanent magnet synchronous motor with a 1.5 liter high efficiency generator, which has a power of 197 PS and 300 Newton meters of torque. And it powers the two front wheels. And of course, this is BYD's Super DMI technology, which is built on the E platform frame. Now to open the trunk, there's a button here. You only have to press once and it releases. It's not power, but it's soft and light. Nice. On the door, you'll find your emergency latch. With the second row seats folded up, we have 520 liters of space to work with. And you also have pockets here and another pocket right there. And you also have a plug. I don't know what that is, but it's an icon of a plug. Under this, we have a cover with lots of compartments. Wow. Okay, at the top, this is cool. This is new to me. The tonneau cover folds. See, look how this works, huh? If I close this, it's completely closed inside, so that's good. And if I open this, it sort of opens halfway. You can still open it more if you need more room to work with, or you can remove these things and you can still fold that. See, that's cool, no? That's cool. But yeah, you can still remove this if you want. You need to flatten this first and then pull it. There you go. Now I can fold the second row seats to have more space. So you have a 60-40 split here. I'll do that on the other side. Now you're looking at 1,339 liters of space to work with here. It's not totally flat. It's slightly raised here at the seat, but it's okay. Still a lot. Oh, and you have a light here on the left side. I wish you had a light here on the right side. So BYD will provide you with a bag with your things in it, like your vehicle to load adapter with your extension right there, and your portable charger. The other end plugs into the wall, and the other one goes to the car. And you also have your wall box charger that will be installed in your home. So before I get into the second row, I just want to show you the door cards. They're plush. This is usually plastic. This is not plastic. It's soft touch material right there. This is aluminum matte finish. And then this is a fabric of some sort with lines. Here's your tweeter, your handle that looks like a handle from Dolphin. Soft touch material for your elbows. Handle, another handle, and here is your window switch that is one touch going down, and it goes only here, and not one touch going up. Plastic for your pocket and bottle holder, and a large speaker. And you also have your child lock. So for the seats on the second row, well, it's BYD. It's comfortable. It never failed me. We have the beige here on this side with orange stitching and light brown on the sides. Knowing BYD, I was expecting this to be perforated, but it's not here. We have your headrests adjustment. That's how high it can go. This is how high it can go on the middle. And center armrest with 2 cup holders and 3 seat belts. ISO fixed points. So the comfortability of the seats doesn't stop there. You have a spacious leg room with a flat floor and headroom right here. So it's high. On the sides, you have handles with hooks. That's on both sides. And of course, you have airbags there. You have airbags here on the B pillar and there. You don't have a panoramic sunroof, but you still have a light here and it's capacitive. It's still on because it indicates that there's a door open, but if you press, it gets brighter. So that's cool. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like the panoramic sunroof on the Sealion 6, this might be for you. We still have BYD design here at the center and vents, 2 of them. And here's to control both the air coming in from these 2 vents. 2 USB ports, 1 type A and 1 type C. This is both for charging and a pocket for your phone. Speaking of pockets, we have pockets behind the first row seats and they're stretchable. Nice. And this is what you see from the second row. This is nice. No, this is nice. Now let's move over to the first row. Before I get into the first row, just want to show you the door cards. They're exactly the same as that from the second row, but you have a longer pocket here aside from the bottle holder. The windows is still 1 touch going down and it goes all the way down and not 1 touch going up. For the seats, we have adjustments for the backrest and to move forward and backward. That's manual. Now for the driver's side, you have height adjustment. And for the driver's door, it's exactly the same as that of the passenger, but you have a button here to open the fuel cap. Additional controls like adjustments for your side mirrors, unlock and lock buttons, and switches for your windows. Just a couple of things that are only accessible to the driver. You have a small compartment and your lever to open the hood. That's it. Let's go inside. It's hot. So for the first row seats, it's BYD. It's really comfortable, but instead of having like on the second row where it's adjustable, this is fixed. So it looks sportier. Right? Look at that. It really looks good. I just wish it was perforated. You have bolstering on the sides, so it keeps you in place. We were doing a quick drive earlier, and my wife said that the body roll was minimal. So I guess this helps. So steering wheel, still, we have the same theme where it's beige and black at the top with orange stitching inside. Matte black for the buttons and piano black finish at the bottom. Really nice. We have your button to rotate the infotainment screen, cruise controls. On the right side, we have call assistant and a button to control your instrument cluster. Here is your volume controls and seek buttons. BYD at the center for the horn. It says airbag right there. Nice. So this is your tilt and your telescope. For the stalks, this for your light, and here is for your wiper. I have vents here. These are really big vents. And then there is one here. It still looks good. Also at the center and for the passenger. So we have 2 screens here. One is for the instrument cluster, which is 8.8 inches, and another for the infotainment screen, which is 10.1. Now this rotates, so there we go. In this screen, I don't know if this still has plastic, but it's matte. Feels good, and it's fast as well. Look at that. So it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And both screens are sitting on top of this piano black finish right here. It spans from one end to the other. And then at the top, we still have your aluminum finish right here. And at the very top, it's rubbery, but it's not plastic. And here we have a plastic mesh right there, and there are vents here at the front. And then we have the fabric-like material right here. And here is your rear view mirror that is attached to the glass itself. So there's no notch or anything, but you do have that design right there. So it's not auto dimming. At the top, we have visors. There's a clip already here. Ta-da! And here as well. Ta-da! And light. Ta-da! That also goes for the passenger side. There's light. At the top, we have capacitive buttons for your lights. There are placeholders for the buttons, but you don't have your panoramic sunroof or your sunshade. But you still have your compartment for your sunglasses. And of course, for the passenger side, we have a glove box that opens soft with light. Moving over to the center console, we have a pad here that says it's a key with a radiating thing. So I guess this is for your emergency starting. I thought this was a wireless charger, but it isn't. And then we have this aluminum matte finish around this matte black finish for the buttons. And then we have piano black finish for the shifter, which has P reverse, neutral and drive, unlock button on the side. Below that is your start stop button and your parking brake. Hazard on the left, parking sensors, traction control, auto hold, and your EV and HEV mode. On the right, we have your rocker for your volume. It also serves as a button for your infotainment system. If you press that, then it turns off. Here is auto for the AC controls, on and off. Here's your front defogger and driving mode. Right now we have normal, sport, eco, and then back to normal. And then of course we have your slippery mode. Below that, we have your cup holders right there and your center armrest with NFC logo right there. And then you open it like so. Oh, this is deep. Below the center console, we still have storage. In addition to that storage, we have two USB Type A ports, an SD card slot, and a 12-volt socket. If you're enjoying this video so far, let me know by hitting that like button. So for the instrument cluster, on the left side, we have your energy consumption, and then on the right side, we have your speed. At the top, we have your seatbelt indicator. So we have your time, HEV or EV mode. If I set that to EV, there we go. Gear, drive mode, electric park brake indicator, auto hold at the bottom, temperature outside, your compass, battery level, fuel level, and then your OK status. And of course, you have your odometer at the bottom right corner. At the center, we have your TPMS. There's a button here on the right side of the steering wheel. If you press that, it gives you this menu. So it says here, vehicle in good condition. And then there is this timer for your 0 to 100 runs, average fuel consumption for the past 50 kilometers. Okay, overspeed alert, home theme. So right now we're using simple. If I use this is what it looks like. Classic. Awesome. And then here is your temperature for the AC. You can set the temperature here. We can also have your fan speed and going back to status of the car. That's it. So since you don't have physical controls to set the temperature and fan speed here at the middle or the center console, at least you have the option as a driver to set it yourself here. That's good, but use it with caution. Don't do it while you're cruising like 100 or so. Safety first. So here's your infotainment screen. You can drag from the top to show shortcuts. In here, you can find your volume and brightness levels for the infotainment screen and the instrument cluster. You also have a shortcut for your state of charge here. You can also take a screenshot of the infotainment screen. Audio takes you to the audio settings in the settings app. Here's to turn on the rear defoggers, connected devices, energy settings, we'll get to that later, hill descent control, and regenerative braking levels. That's it. BYD Assistant, here's an update, cancel. So this is the BYD voice settings, and this is the list of all the voice commands that you can use for the voice assistant. Phone, so if your phone is connected, you can see your contacts and your recent calls. Navigation, so you have a built-in navigation app or maps app. And then we have Spotify, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. And this is what Apple CarPlay looks like. Media Center, this is where you get to see your radio, music, video, audio. Vehicle image is where you get to see your rear view camera. And then we have themes. You have 6 to choose from and 6 wallpapers to choose from. Utility tools, where you have disable auto start. This disables auto starting like connected devices. And then you have file manager, where you will see, well, files. Album, yeah, let's not show that again. This is where you get to see your screenshots or other photos. Now we get to the settings app. At the top, we have light. So under exterior light, we have your headlight level and courtesy light. And then lock settings, and then your auto lock while driving. Audio display, so here's your audio settings, your notifications, your screen settings, and instrument cluster settings. In energy, we have energy manager, where you can set regenerative braking levels. Charge and discharge is where you'll find your smart charging, where you can set your schedule for charging, and your vehicle to load settings. Energy consumption is where you get to see all your data regarding, well, energy consumption. And then under vehicle, we have AC. So these are your AC settings. Intelligent assist, where we have hill descent control. Driving control, where you get to see your settings for your driving. And comfort driving. Under service, we have intelligent maintenance. Overhaul, where you have your switch for your wipers. And your manual, but I don't have an internet connection at this point. Under ADAS, you only have your parking sensors. System, we have link, where you can find your connectivity options. General for your time, units, language settings, and version to update the infotainment system or to see what version of the infotainment system you have. Going back to the home screen, you can swipe up from the bottom to see your app switcher. Moving on to the apps, we have smart charging. We saw that earlier. We have your manual. We saw that earlier as well. This is new to me, BYD Store. I believe this is similar to your App Store or your Play Store. And then we have your karaoke app. And then some controls at the bottom. We have your back, home, your AC, and this is what your AC settings looks like. The cool thing about this is it's dual climate. From here, you can change your temperature, your fan speed, your vent settings. And then we have settings, which is a shortcut to the AC settings inside the settings app. At the bottom is another button to the same settings, and then another shortcut to your AC controls, your button to toggle the recirculating air, and split screen, and it tells you how to use the split screen. So now you can have two apps side by side, and like all BYD infotainment systems, you can rotate the screen. Okay, so now we're driving the BYD Sealion 5 DMI. Let's go for a 0 to 100 test. Let me go into sport mode and go to this part. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so I got 7.8 seconds. That was fast. The brakes, especially the ABS, when we tested this earlier, and the ABS was really good to a point that it doesn't sound like the brakes are locking, because I experienced ABS systems before where it sounds like dug dug dug, you know. It's cranking up your brake system. Here it's not, but you know it's working because the hazard lights are blinking. So let's try the slalom here. The handling of the car, we tested it earlier as well. It's really good. So I'm gonna start here, and then there are cones. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm on HEV. It's still on sport. Ging. Okay. Wow. Ooh, wow. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so I can feel the body roll. Surprisingly, it's easy to handle. It's predictable. Even for somebody not a pro, it's predictable. And that's something I really like about this car. I know that it's smaller than the BYD Sealion 6, but it doesn't feel like it's smaller inside the car. It's still spacious. And the ride itself, it doesn't feel like it's smaller than the Sealion 6. That's awesome. So even though it feels big inside, it's smaller outside, so it's nimble. That's just the charm for me here on the Sealion 5. Long story short, it's easier to maneuver. So turning radius, so here's the U-turn. There's one lane, and then there's 3 lanes on the other side. If I'm going to just go here, and it should take the second lane. Oh, cool. No, that's good. Also, with the DMI technology, I need this screen right here just to remind me that, again, this is a hybrid. It's not a full electric vehicle, but it behaves and acts and handles as if it's a full EV. You barely feel anything from your feet, from the rumbling of the engine. It's not doing that even if I'm flooring it. If it's blue, it's consuming, giving power to the tires. If it's green, then it's regenerating, giving back to the motor, back to the battery. So still, it's a Sealion, but it's a step down from the Sealion 6 that I know. But still, it's really good. So even though it's a step down from the Sealion 6, not all people are like me that wants the panoramic sunroof. Some people don't like it. So this is a plus for them. It's actually also a good transition from an ICE, just feeling how to live with an EV. It feels like it's designed as well for Manila traffic, also for narrower streets, and still spacious for small families. And the interior? BYD. So I can hear the road noise. Wind noise, nothing. So here, I think I can get this 4-lane. Turning radius. Dun, 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 dun. Awesome. The braking is good, especially with the speed that I'm really comfortable with driving this car. I mean, I can go fast with this car and not feel nauseated. There's a good balance of you feel how fast you are and it's still comfortable. It doesn't feel intimidating to go fast in this car. From where I'm sitting, the BYD Sealion 5 DMI is a smart pick for anyone curious about EVs but still wants the flexibility and range of a fuel-powered car. It's efficient and easy to live with, perfect for drivers who want to foolproof their daily drive without the learning curve. With an indicative price of around 1,350,000 pesos, it delivers great value for a plug-in hybrid that's this good-looking and practical. Of course, I wish it had a 360-degree camera, but that's just a NotAProDrayber need. And for everything else that this car offers, you pros got this. I would like to thank BYD Cars Philippines for letting us have a first look at the Sealion 5 DMI. Again, thank you so much. Hanggang sa ulitin, kita-kits.